Now, this is a module that I used to use a lot and I don't anymore, and I don't really recommend it because I find it's kind of old and not really as good as something like Google Image. If you want to share galleries online, I advise you to export the photos as I showed you in the export section and load them on Google Image. There's a new technology coming out soon called Slick Pick, which I'm going to try. It's a little too early. But anyway, to walk you through what this module is, basically, here's a collection I have of Venice photos. And by default, I've got a classic gallery, which this one, they are not compatible with Lightroom, with iPhones. So you need HTML5. But if you go to this grid gallery, for example, it's very HTML5, meaning it's going to work on an iPhone and an iPad. So you can just, create a sort of a website. You put in the name, the author. You can change the background. You can do, I can put like a red background or a white background. You can change the thumbnail photo backgrounds. I can put like a green thumbnails, whatever you want. And there's a lot of option, and I find it's kind of sometimes not needed. The reason why I use galleries is like, okay, you've done a photo shoot, you did a wedding, and you want to send a photo to a customer. I advise you just export everything, high res or low res, how you want it, or both, and create an album in Google Image and share that, because you can get the feedbacks, you can share this, like the sharing option. You don't have all these options there. So I actually don't recommend this because I don't use it anymore. But let's say you do want to use it, so you can do whatever you want. And once you're ready, you got two options. You can go, and if you have like a domain name, you can put in some FTP server data, login and password, and you can load, for example, in a subfolder of that domain name. So it's a little technical, and then that website will be online. So example, like let's say my website is photosearch.com. So if I would put in the FTP server data from photosearch.com and I put it a subfolder called Paris, if I go to photosearch.com/Paris, I would see this gallery. That's the whole idea, and which is kind of cool. But I find Google Image just better, really better for this. So that's why I don't really recommend it. So you can either go like this, and then you can upload it to the server if you have a server, but right now there's no FTP. Or you can export it as HTML and give it to somebody who knows what he's doing with the web, and he can load that gallery into the web. So I don't really recommend this, as you can tell. It's not bad. It's not a bad option. It's just I find Google Image to be so much better, and Slick Pick, which is coming out, there's so much better way to share galleries today, where you get like instant feedback. People can leave comment, people can share the galleries. You can see all the comments in real time. It's just a lot more cool. So that's what I think about the web module.